I've had this sneaker now for just over a week and I absolutely love it. It's comfortable, it's unique, it's affordable, it's environmentally friendly, and it's American made. There's no question that Kanye West is a creative genius, but really when it comes to the Yeezy sneaker, the guy to really give the creative credit to is Steven Smith, the godfather of the dad shoe. My favorite thing about the Yeezy brand in general is that logos and branding the word Yeezy everywhere really isn't their design concept. It's about the unique shape of the shoe and the unique color of the shoe and fabric and actually fashion and design that's most important to the company as a whole. And I really respect that. It's really refreshing in today's day and age. The shape of the shoe is just unbelievably cool and unique. If you're a big fan of chunky dad shoes like me, well, you're in for a treat. These are super chunky and super comfortable. The 3 holes in the back and the shape of the sneaker directly remind me of the Yeezy 700, which in my opinion is the all-time best dad sneaker out there. No worries if you wear them barefoot. They're both antimicrobial and full of holes, so they should be nice and cool. This is a very customizable experience, which I think often gets overlooked sometimes, and I really wanted to point that out here. It's a really big deal to be able to customize really what this sneaker looks like just by wearing a pair of socks. I'd like to point out that Yeezy deserves a lot of credit here. First of all, these are made out of sustainable, planet-friendly, harvested algae and EVA foam, which is the most common form of sneaker foam. This entire sneaker, if you want to call it that, is made out of the foam. And as you can see, you really do want it to mold to your feet because these things are flexible. And the bottoms get dirty pretty fast, as you can see in 1 week of wear. Comfort-wise, they are extremely comfortable. It's almost like walking on an anti-fatigue mat. But the one thing you have to keep in mind is that they only come in full sizes only. I usually wear an 11.5 to 12 shoe. I decided to opt for the 12 since they only make them in full size, and I regret it. Initially, super comfortable. If you wear them with socks, you probably won't notice the little bit of gap if you're an 11.5 like me, but it does slide back and forth over time. My recommendation, despite what you may see on the internet, is actually to size down. You really don't want the extra room when it comes to a slip-on sneaker. These are also the first US-made pair of Yeezys. And when I think about it, I wear Adidas and Nike, grew up wearing Reebok. There are a lot of brands, but honestly, I'm not sure how many of those sneakers that I purchased were actually made in the USA, unlike these. These retail for $75. And by the time I got them in hand, the resale value of these were up to $500. I realized, well, this is not a $500 sneaker. I would never pay $500 for something molded. But I'll tell you this, the more that I've worn them this past week, the more I fall in love with them. Just like any Yeezy. A lot of people don't appreciate Yeezy design because it's different. And for whatever reason, when we see things that jar our eye, that are different, we tend to use the word ugly instead of different or eccentric. Or like my friend likes to say, avant-garde. My opinion is, ugly is sexy. Meaning, if you think something is ugly initially, keep looking at it. Take another look at it. See if you find a different appreciation for it. If you don't, that's okay. They may still be ugly to you. And that's cool. But you should respect people that have a different creative opinion. I can't tell you how many pairs of Yeezys I've had in my hands that I thought were quote-unquote ugly or different. And then the longer I look at them and the longer I look at the design, the more of appreciation I have for it. Just like a Picasso painting. You can look at it over and over and over again and always see a different detail or something new. But what I really like about these the most is that they look like they're from outer space. I find it funny that so many people have a problem with these things looking like they're from the future when we are in the year 2020. I mean, Back to the Future was in 2015.
Power laces, all right.
If you can't wear a sneakers, sandal, hybrid that looks futuristic, perhaps you're living in the past. Or perhaps your style is stuck in the past. Either way, I encourage you to explore, not just the Yeezy brand, but explore anything that looks different. To me, a unique design is just as important as comfort when it comes to my sneakers, and the Yeezy Foam Runner doesn't disappoint. So let's talk about the color for a minute. So the color technically is called Ararat. I think this word is something to do with a mountain. I don't really care personally, but I can tell you that they were marketed as white, and to me, they're a little off-white. Overall, I rate this sneaker a 9.5 out of 10. And the only reason that it doesn't get a perfect score for me is because it doesn't come in a half size. And the half size to me would make a huge difference. Unfortunately, wearing these barefoot really rubbed the back of my ankles real hard, to the point where I really cannot wear these without socks. When it comes to game-changing sneakers, the Yeezy Foam Runner is it. It's uniquely designed, it's environmentally friendly, it's made in the USA, and it's affordable. And I think it's more than fair for a retail price for this high-quality sneaker for $75. I was fortunate enough to get these for retail, but if I had to pay resale value, I would say it's most fair at around $150 to $200. I definitely wouldn't pay any more than $200, but at the end of the day, I encourage you to just wait it out and wait for the next colorway to drop, because $75 is an absolute steal for these. Thank you so much for watching my very first sneaker review. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Definitely check out Roscoe and Seth Fowler's channel, both on YouTube. If you like these sneakers, they both have very good reviews and different outtakes as well. Quite frankly, they're inspirations for me, because if I'm ever looking to get a shoe, I usually check out what these guys are up to. And I feel like those guys are pretty dialed in. So check those guys out as well. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.